Let me go ahead and put these on so you can kind of see what they're like. Nice thing about headphones like this is they are quite comfortable and you can hear everything that's going on. It doesn't really change the sound around you because they're open ear. I've used several open ear headphones like this, and these seem to kind of go closer to inside your ear than others. So that's good for volume. When listening to music, the audio, oh yeah, it's really good. Like, let me pause this. It's really hard to tell they're open ear because when you're listening to music, totally immersive, you hear it, it's like your normal earbuds where they're jammed in your ears, but they're not. They're just really close. So you can still hear what's going on, perfect for an office environment, but also really good sound. Let me kind of show you the navigation. The navigation isn't here where your ear is, like a lot of earbuds is, but it's kind of behind your head, which is kind of something to get used to. Right over here, you have your play pause button. So that's kind of the most obvious button. It's just by itself. And then the play pause closest to your head is the volume up, and then kind of more in the middle is the volume down. Pretty easy to find, like you don't have to search around for it very much. And then if you want to go to next track, you just press and hold, and that will take you to the next track. Oh, nice. This is a great song. The microphone here has a mute button, so you just press it right here to mute. Really nice and easy. And then if you don't want to use the microphone, you just kind of shove it behind you. And like from your perspective, you probably can't even tell that I have a mic on. And I can kind of feel the mic pressing against my ear, but not really very noticeable. So it's nice that you can get that out of the way. This was sent to me so I could try it out, make this video. Let me give you kind of a closer look, and then I'm going to switch over to this mic so you can hear exactly what it sounds like. So here we've got the NEARITY open Bluetooth earphone. One thing I like about it, aside from having your typical charging cable, you also do have this USB dongle. So if you don't want to connect it via Bluetooth, just plug this into your computer and then you're all set. This is especially good if you want better latency, like if you're watching a movie or something. Here's a bit of a closer look at the headphones, and this just kind of, the mic slides over, but you can put it back. So if you don't want to use the mic, you can get it out of the way. Here's where you charge via USB-C. You've got your plus and negative buttons for volume and tracks, and then your power button here. And then if we look closely, you can see kind of where the speakers and microphones are. And it is very flexible and bendable. The app you want to download is the Nearify app. And while that's downloading, we'll go ahead and just press and hold the button to turn it on. So you can see with this LED, it is waiting to be paired. We'll connect to the MemPod Pro 2S, and the LED will just blink blue randomly when you are paired. Solid red when you're charging, and you will need your email to register. Go ahead and add the device. It says what the battery level is. It also lets us know that there's already a firmware update. So to me, that's a good sign. We're on version 0.3, already have version 0.8. Which means they are actively working on the firmware for this. All right, the firmware update was pretty smooth. That took a few minutes. The headset has onboard storage, so if you want to format the storage, you can do that here. I just went away for about 10 minutes charging, and it went up to 60%, so that's pretty cool. Now, there's not a lot of information in the manual for how to use the app, so we're going to explore this together. I'm just going to press this. Let's see, one tap capture of live events, MemPod. Let's go ahead and try this. So in my earpiece, I heard it say live record start, and you can see here it is annotating everything that I say. And presumably at the end of this, it will give kind of a summary of everything that is going on. Just so I let the AI know what's going on, I am talking about the NEARITY open ear earbuds. So far, I've been impressed with the audio. And I've been impressed with how comfortable it is. And the app seems perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and stop it, and then we will see what happens. Yes, confirm. And in my earpiece, it just said stop. So, wow. I didn't see exactly what happened. That was pretty fast. So we can come here to the note. We'll open that up. If we go to transcript, it already has this transcript. If we go back to summary, it wasn't quite long enough for a summary. Let me do that again. I will be right back. I don't know if I'm hitting the 500 word limit. I just recorded my thoughts on a story that I would like to do, a superhero story. So no summary yet. We'll see if this shows up anytime soon. But another thing I should mention is that you can come on here and you can see I recorded something on the device. So I can come over here and download this to the phone. If you press and hold the mute button on the headset, then it will record onto the device itself. So if you walk away from your phone or computer or whatever, but you still need to record, you can do that from wherever you are. So if you just walk into a meeting, you don't have anything at all, you can record it, at least the things that you say. So if we come over here, you can see, oh, I have to press the transcribe button. And oh, that's so cool. You can record on the headset. Yeah, that's what I just said. All right. So it looks like I hit the 500 words, so I can do a summary. Is that the only one? Yes. So you do have to have 500 words, but let's go ahead and generate the summary. So now you can get my idea for the superhero story. I'm going to let you read this really quick. This is going to make me millions of dollars unless you steal this idea and you do it before I do, which that could happen because I'm not going to do anything with this. It's just a fun idea that I have. But that's pretty cool. It seems to have done a really good job breaking this down into better pieces than my actual transcript. So really nice way to summarize meetings or other things. All right, now I've switched over to this mic. The nice thing about this is I just plugged in the USB dongle to my computer. And because I'm using the USB dongle and not Bluetooth, there's really no latency here. So it's really nice if you do phone calls or Zoom calls, conference calls, really fantastic for that. Now, I haven't actually listened to the audio quality. I don't want to share my opinion on it. So this is the audio as it comes out raw. So this is exactly what it sounds like. And I don't actually know if it has noise cancellation or not. So to test it out, I'm going to turn on my Razer and you can hear if it does have noise cancellation or not. So now my Razer's on. This is a really loud Razer talking over it. And now I just turned it off. Okay, I cheated a bit. I looked at the audio levels for a bit and I could see it went down. So this does have noise cancellation. I don't know how good it sounded when I was talking over this, but certainly this has noise cancellation. So if you're in a noisy office environment, it's going to sound like this. Very comfortable to wear. Again, sound absolutely fantastic. You can't really tell that they're open ear headphones, except for the fact that you can hear everything going around you. You can have normal conversations with people. Very impressed, at least with the audio. As far as the mic goes, I'll let you decide. Anyhow, hope this helped. Thanks for watching.